Hello. That's a bad picture. My bullet head. Okay, so it's July the 14th, which I probably don't need to remind you. Makes it, 2 years to the day tomorrow that the problem started. But I'm happy to report that I, over the last few weeks, have really found myself making the decision to go to England quite easy. I may try, for example, Holland or Ireland first or second or whatever, but ultimately I'm not really worried about going back anymore, because I know that the thing is that I figure that, all along here, I've had to do one of three things. One is nothing, which, frankly, I don't want to do, but I've done it. The other one is work, and the other one is study. That's what life is about, at least in the civilized world. So I'm going to go and study. And frankly, I think it's about the only place I can go that I'm going to try Australia and New Zealand, but, I think my age it's not going to work. Because, I don't even know what I'm going to study, but anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not worried about it anymore. What I am worried about, though, is during the last week, actually, since I've come back to Strasbourg, I made myself a plan of the things that I have to do in order to, several things, particularly not lose my mind, but to recover and to make my decision easier. And, I've pretty much decided that I'm not going to work here. And there's several reasons why. Most importantly, it's because at the level of French that I have, I'm going to have to do a pretty shitty job, and even if I could get that job, well, I might not like it. But anyway, I don't need to worry about that because I'm just not going to get it. There just seems to be no real way to get me employed. So, fuck it. I'm going to enjoy the summer. I'm going to go to England on a scouting mission. I don't know when, but I would imagine September. And then I'm going to come back and give up my apartment and go back. In the meantime, somehow, I'd love to take a little vacation. So anyway, I guess the most important thing is that I really learned, when I was away for those 2 months, that I was really myself again. I felt really good. I didn't feel physically or mentally or anything, fatigued or challenged or whatever. I just felt, like I was cool, and voila. So I'll feel like that again, I'm sure. Even though I know it's not as good of a place to live, I gotta go. I gotta get women. I gotta get, my life. So part of those things was the list of things to do was get glasses, and I did that because I figured they would be cheaper here. And I still figured that. So I went to the eye doctor, and it was all okay. And, I need the first set of glasses, like everybody in their 40s. And then she says to me, "Oh, I'm going to test your field of vision." So I say, "Okay." So I come back the following week, and it turns out I've got a blind spot in this fucking eye. And my field of vision is actually bad, although, I would never have guessed. Although I may have guessed this, because ever since I was a kid, I always kind of thought of my left eye as being, I don't know how to say it really, darker than my right eye. So then we had a discussion, and she proved herself to be an immature, retarded bitch, and I told her so. So I had to turn to Bernard, who then talked to her, and then talked to me. And he thinks that it's very bad, and that I must do something about it as soon as possible, which is going to be next week, hopefully. And now, of course, that I know about it, it's bugging the shit out of me, and I'm getting headaches, mild ones. And see, the thing is that first doctor wouldn't tell me anything about what it could be. And even Bernard was, sketching on the outside, but he was still able to imply that it could be like a general infection of some sort that might even be related to the fact that, my ass is quite itchy lately. And he never really gave me any examples. But I have to go get this looked at and then get my general health, which probably means blood and urine and everything, tests like that. And what that's going to end up showing up is who knows what, sickle cell anemia for all I know. And it's going to ruin everything if I'm sick. Because I'm going absolutely fucking nuts here all alone in this empty house, this empty world with no, nothing. And it's time for me to leave, and I want to leave, and I'm mentally already gone, and I'm okay with it, and I'm looking forward to the challenges, and I know that I can accomplish them, and all that kind of stuff. And if I'm really, really sick, well, that means I get to spend the rest of my life here all fucking alone. And so that means I have to kill myself. And, I don't really know how to kill myself. So, we'll see what happens, I have to say, though, you know what? Like, the thing is that I haven't really felt, positive about my health for quite a while. Quite a while. In fact, I don't even remember thinking about it that much because it was so long ago that I last thought about it. But I did think about it, and I thought that, I've got little nagging pains and stuff, like I know everybody does, but, I just have this bad feeling. I've had a bad feeling about my health. I mean, I suspected that there was something wrong for the last 20 years. I didn't ever suspect that, I didn't ever believe that I was going to live a long, long life. And now, my eye is worse. I don't know if you can see it. See, that hurts. And it's blurry. You're blurry, and you're in focus, but I feel pain here. Superb, huh?